This story begins on the continent of Asia in a small country called Laos. On June 10, 1954, in the village of Phu Luang, a baby boy was born. One of 13 children, his parents named him Ba Mi. Although his older brothers were able to attend school, Ba Mi had to stay home and work on the farm with his father. While he loved working alongside of his father, his real dream was to go to school like his brothers. He did not think he would ever be able to read and write or go to school because he was left-handed. In the Hmong culture, children who were left-handed were thought to be less capable of succeeding in school.
After the war, he begged his father to let him go to school. Finally, at the age of 12, his father agreed to let Ba Mi start school, and it was the happiest day of his life. He studied constantly to please his teachers, and he finished kindergarten, first, second, and third grade in less than 2 years. By the time he went to 5th grade, in order to continue his schooling, he had to move to a village which was 100 miles from his home. Ba Mi struggled with meeting new friends, new teachers, and a new school. He had to work very hard to keep up with 5th grade lessons, but by the end of the year, he was doing outstanding work.
Then something terrible happened. Just as he was getting ready to take his 6th grade entrance exam, he received a note from his brother Vang that his father had been killed. This news would change the course of his life. Feeling sad and far away from home, Ba Mi wondered what he would do next. Ba Mi had always wanted to go to school in America. He dreamed of seeing big cities like New York and Washington, D.C., and fast American cars. But he needed someone to sponsor him and support him financially. As was the Hmong custom, his older brother Vang assumed the responsibilities of the family. Knowing that education was the key to Ba Mi's success, so his brother asked their leader, General Vang for help. The general, knowing the boy's determination, agreed to pay for his schooling. Ba Mi traveled to Honolulu, Hawaii to finish high school. Then in October 1972, 2 months after he arrived in Hawaii, he received word that his brother, Major Vang was killed when his plane had been shot down. As if losing his father wasn't enough, with his brother gone, Ba Mi felt that all hope was lost. He felt he had no one left and nowhere in the world to go. Ba Mi felt like giving up, but after a few weeks, he was determined to follow his dream to honor his father and brother. Trying to be strong and independent was not easy. He had to learn to survive and earn his own money. In America, he had to learn about a new culture, a new language, and new foods. It was here that he chose his American name, Tony Vang. Tony worked hard to learn the English language and finish his education. Finally, he received his college degree from the University of San Francisco, as well as his doctorate degree. Today, Dr. Vang is a professor at California State University, Fresno, where he teaches classes in bilingual education. In 2002, he became the first Hmong American to be elected to the Fresno Unified School District Board of Education. As a board member, he is the voice not only for the Hmong community, but for all children and teachers of this district. Thanks to his hard work and determination to follow his dream, Dr. Vang is a role model and inspiration for us all.
But we also have for the highest quality candidates. And the one candidate that I am most pleased with, because I think he represents maybe a new chapter in the Valley and certainly in Fresno, and that is Dr. Tony Vang. This valley is an important area because it is so ethnically diverse. And we've seen many leaders of different ethnicities that have come into the valley that have made such great contributions that have become leaders. And you're going to hear from one of them, in Juan Arandula, who has been a tremendous leader, not only for the Hispanic and the Latino citizens of the valley, but for everyone that lives here. And I am confident that Dr. Tony Vang is going to do very much the same thing. That he's going to have a special sensitivity to the Hmong people and other citizens from Southeast Asia. But his heart is also committed to making a difference for all the children of the valley.
I am Dr. Tony Vang's younger brother. My name is Christopher. I am the baby brother. My first reaction to my brothers that is campaigning for the school boards, I was nervous and feel that my brother fight an uphill battle due to the fact that we don't have any experience in American politics. But I told him that we need to mobilize our grassroots community, and let's see how much money we can raise. Then we can move on for the next step.
My name is Beatrice Hazelton, or Beatrice Vang Hazelton. The victory party when my brother actually, when we set up that party for December during Christmas, I know that we only prepared food for about 700 or 800 people, and that night the alcohol was full with people. All seats were taken, all the hallway, on the walkway, people been standing.
I recall that the fire marshal came down and told us that we have over capacity in the room, and the fire marshal wanted to shut down the event.
We ran out of food, but still a lot of people was outside. But I was glad that many people show up to support, to congratulate my brother, Dr. Tony Vang, for his victory.
During his 10 years served as the Fresno Unified School District Board of Trustees, his leadership about support people such as a parent, or teacher, and staff. Dr. Tony, which means my brother, has the wisdom, integrity, respect, commitment, and humility. And he sees education as the key to success. He has a good vision for every child in the Fresno Unified School District. For example, teaching younger generation for leader for the 21st century. My brother Tony believe that the status quo is very powerful in education.
I always think that education is very important. Even in my early age, I remember when my parents told me to stay home and not allow me to go to school. And that the moment that I thought to myself that when I will never be able to read and write. But I always thought that education is a very key, like open your eyes. And that's why when I begin my school, and I feel like I have an opportunity to get education just like everybody else. And then I came to America, and I have the opportunity to go to school and accomplish what I want to do. Then I believe that it's my turn to go back and contribute to the community. So I've been here in Fresno since 1982, and I saw so many kids struggle learning English, and many kids who dropped out of school. And I tried to be an advocate, educational advocate person, but it didn't work the way I want to see it happen. So in 2002, I decided to run for school board, specifically about education. I put myself in a position that I looked at my job is more important than myself, more important than my family. So I very heavily involved in education. And at least I accomplished something that I originally want to see happen. So now I want to resign, I want to retire and have someone else and carry this task. I always think that education is important, and also appreciate that my family support me, and even my brothers sacrifice their life for me to have the kind of opportunity to come to America to get education. And I think that will stay in my heart for forever. And the cost of our education is very great, and because I live in a country that doesn't have the kind of opportunity to go to school. And that's why I always encourage our kids to take that opportunity to pursue in the career. And the opportunities come to us only once, and we don't take that, and then we will lose forever. And that's the education. And I want to give a lot of credit for my family who support me, and for the general Hmong Vang powers that will financially support me to get what I get up to today. Retiring from Fresno Unified School District, and many people think that I retired completely, but actually now I have more time to focus on my work at Fresno State. Now we are in the process of having a master program in English learners. So I will focus on that. And number one. Number two, I'm looking forward to more publications, research about English learners. I want to focus on more to my daughter's, youngest daughter's, she's 7 years old in first grade. I spend more time with her and with my wife. And that's why I spend more time with my grandkids. Now I want to spend more time with them. I feel like I never spend time with them. I just see with them once in a while. They come from Modesto to Fresno. So now I like to see sometimes they spend time the weekend with me here, at least once a month, so I can see they grow, and so they get to know their grandpa better. And that's what I want to do. I think 10 years is enough. I should have done this sooner.